So, I come across this article thanks to Facebook. Dozens sickened by deadly bacteria from drinking contaminated raw milk. And this is but another example of where it's handy to be on Facebook. Seriously, it is. And I know it's hard to teach or to sell that to the young team because, hey, they're on so many other platforms. Because, hey, they know better. And a lot of the older numpties are giving it, well, look, they've been born into this. They must know what they're doing. I would still say, many of us that have been round long enough, like almost from the birth of it, yeah. So we have quite a lot of life experience about what data is relevant, which many of you don't seem to get. I'm not saying people that look at my channel, you fine people, no. But you'd be amazed at how many of the young team that, oh no, why would that be on Facebook? And I'm like, don't you do it on your phone? If you got a desktop or you got a laptop or something, But I suppose that's another conversation. But when you look at the reactions in the Facebook aspect, Daily Mail News, yeah, troubling details have emerged. And, a wee emoticon of, But, seriously, out of the 150 responses, 146 of them were laughy faces, yeah? I mean, I live in Scotland, so I can't get access to raw milk. Apparently, it's not allowed to be sold in Scotland, yeah? I dare say there's a few dairy farmers out there who have access to that stuff every bloody day, yeah? But I know of at least one farm down in England called Fen Farm Dairy. And they do raw milk. The only thing I disagree with them is the packaging. It's in a plastic container which is guaranteed to leach BPAs, BPSs, etc. into that fine product you're selling. I know, I get it. How do you make glass equivalents? I would still say it's worth it. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because I would say for some it's the only thing holding them back from, buying it, consuming it. But the Daily Mail, dozens of people sickened with deadly bacteria after drinking, and it's all about the wording here, contaminated raw milk. But because this is AI moderated, guess what the only comments got through? Jesus, I taught my third graders about Louis Pasteur and how his pasteurization process saved lives, and these people are drinking raw milk. Yeah. Mind you, there's a few thumbs down, which is one added. Thank you, Louis Pasteur, for saving millions. You can, from Australia, you can guarantee they're not vaccinated either. Seriously. Because remember, unless you're going 100% with whatever the state demands of you, you're a person of interest. And obviously, a problem to be managed. Another genius. Oh, let them drink it. They don't believe in science. Hey, what's been sold as science in the last few decades? Oh, yeah, there's a doubt or two out there for good reason. There's nothing wrong with scientific research, but it's the monkeys that are getting paid to punt out things that goes against anything to do with common sense. Yeah, that then brings anybody with an ounce of common sense a doubt or two in what's been punted out there as science. They don't believe in science, so they should stand by their principles. Now, I mean, honestly, if you ever notice about these smug fucks, they're quite psychopathic, yeah, and they should refuse hospital treatment if they need it, because science is wrong. Be assured, hey, come on, how many people did all of us meet with that kind of fucking mindset because we didn't go with the flow? Oh, we're still here, yeah, without heart conditions and cancers and whatever else. Don't get me wrong, people could say, oh, that could change tomorrow. Yeah, Absolutely. Especially if you're targeted. Yeah? But, oh dear, dear, dear. There is a reason medical experts tell you not to drink it. Think about this. Cancers are through the roof now. In fact, in every aspect of disease and whatever else, it's through the bloody roof. Yeah? Trust the science. But yeah. That's the Daily Mail. And that's the bloody difference. Seriously. Now, don't get me wrong. There's probably plenty of people that read the Daily Mail, go in there to make the comment, but I can promise you their comments on articles like this are not getting through. Now, on the long term, that's obviously affecting the Daily Mail as regards viewership over time, no matter what shenanigans with analytics, etc. Yeah, because let's be honest, common sense says if at least half your readership can't make a fucking comment, or maybe only gets through 1 in 10 because it's not going with the narrative, then over time they're making less comments. On the short term, the Daily Mail, well, that was the objective. Arguably, it's more the company behind the AI that deals with the moderation in the Daily Mail. Oh, yeah. And then when I looked into the management of that, I'm trying to avoid doing that bit. Anyway. But yeah. More bullshit. We drink raw milk and have never been healthier. If any of this article is true, it might just be made up to smear raw milk. Yeah, that's absolutely. Because let's be honest, it's not rocket science. If your product is making people ill on a regular basis, nobody would be buying it. The 7 steps to safe raw milk drinking. I'll leave you a link to this. And by the way, I'm not paid by this company in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm not. But fair play to them. You should also look at their butters and their cheeses. None of it's cheap, but they're going to the best restaurants, they're going to various other things, and a lot of people who are clued up enough with spare cash are buying from places like that for good reason. Seriously. And I'll speak to you soon.